Virat Kohli, always under the scanner, always under all the kinds of pressure off the field in Melbourne. There has not been much of sledging, nothing much, no antics from the Australians on the field. But off the field, if you thought that there are tensions, well then you are absolutely right. Because off the field, both India and Australian media are having a field day in trying to churn out stories, in trying to churn out everything that has to do with a certain incident that happened on day one. Now, after day one, when Sam Konstas and Virat Kohli collided, that shoulder barging incident happened. Virat Kohli is a very, very lucky man that because the ICC cannot take that much of action, that's why he just copped up with not even a slap on the wrist, a 20% fine on his match fee. But the Australian media have once again gone into overboard. Now, what I'm about to show you is going to test certain people's judgment. It's also going to make a lot of people's blood boil. Because one of the Australian papers, the West Australian Sport, has labelled this particular thing Clown Kohli. And that has not gone down well with a lot of people. Clown Kohli at that point now is trending, and Virat Kohli continues to be the trend because of this particular headline. Now remember, what is the West Australian Sport? It's a tabloid. It's not a legacy media. Tabloids in Australia, tabloids in the UK work in a very different tangent altogether. If you go to the United Kingdom, just check out the Daily Mail, just check out the Sun. You will figure out from where this is coming from. Was the behavior clownish? Was it really bad? That I will leave entirely up to the audiences to decide and fight amongst themselves. Clown Kohli, this is what is trending in social media because of what happened yesterday with Sam Konstas. One media outlet has to jump in, the other will also jump in. Because very creative as far as the headline is concerned, King Kong, as far as Sam Konstas is concerned. But here, this is where people are going to raise a problem. Virat Kohli, with the baby device that's there, Virat Kohli's childish meltdown. That's what is going to raise further eyebrows. Lot of the fan pages, lot of them are going to go after the Australian media. But when it comes to the Indian media also, it's like the pot calling the kettle black. Understand one thing, that the levels of sensationalism, the liberal way of sensationalism, can be found in places like the US, UK, Australia, Europe. And there, no one raises an issue. It's because we want to get our Indian ethos in, which is why this headline and this headline will always be a problem. But then, if you raise a problem, then will you be able to justify whatever has been happening in Melbourne for the past 1 week, starting from 22nd of December, when this particular thing happened? A journalist in Australia was filming in a public space called a airport. The visuals came in, Virat Kohli confronted the female journalist. You cannot shoot my kids without my permission. But nothing ever of that sort happened. Now it is up to people to judge. After this incident and after the Konstas incident, he was hailed as the hero. There were front pages in Hindi and Punjabi of all places in Australia, hailing King Kohli. But now the tide has turned. From hailing him as a hero, he's now this, he's now Clown Kohli. Is the approach by the Australian media just another instance of gamesmanship? Are they right? Was Kohli's behavior clownish? You can write to us in the comments below. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.